while I'm here, I decided I'd share a quick ranking of all 18 Phase 4 projects. I promise I'm going to try to go quick with this one. I was about to say no promises. I did just make a promise. Anyway, number 18, last place is She-Hulk Attorney at Law. It's a show that I just think was written very poorly. Why they decided to write it to annoy the fans, I do not know. I've read articles. They make no sense. I don't know what the writing process was. It doesn't focus on the main character enough. It's not funny. They do use Daredevil well, I'll give them that. And the finale is literally probably the worst TV show finale I've ever seen. Yeah. Number 17 is What If, a show that I think kind of wastes central concept by not having that many good episodes, even though there are some good ones in there. It amounts to a finale, which I don't really get because it's an anthology series, I thought, but I don't know. I just didn't really like this one. Number 16 is Eternals, a movie that I think tried to do way too much. I appreciate that it took a risk and tried to cram in some big ideas, but those ideas are underdeveloped because the movie has to introduce 10 new characters, introduce their backstory, and then tell us why they weren't all together at the beginning of the film. And that's all before the actual story starts. So yeah, I think it just tried to do way too much. Number 15 is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Wow, what a disappointment. I don't think this movie lived up to its concept because they do like the bare minimum with the multiverse. I think the story is a bit weird because it feels like it should amount to a more significant climax than it does, and it feels like there was something after, well, like what happened, like the actual climax of the movie. So that was just weird and it ended oddly. But I will say Wanda was a really cool antagonist, and I like some of the visuals and action that they did in here. Number 14 is Black Widow. It's alright. It's fine. I like Yelena. I like Red Guardian. I kind of like the whole family dynamic here. Some of the action is a bit goofy. The villains are terrible, and yeah, I feel like they kind of overshadowed Black Widow in this movie with every other character that's not a villain, because the villains suck, but yeah, whatever. Number 13 is Miss Marvel, a show that I enjoyed for the first like 3 episodes, and then they just kind of drop everything that they had set up in favor of going to Pakistan and telling this completely different story that I don't care about as much. Then the finale just feels rushed. Once again, the villains are dumb. Why'd they kill him off in the penultimate episode instead of the last one? Who knows? I don't know. Just kind of a missed opportunity here. Number 12 is I Am Groot, a cute series of shorts that is entirely inconsequential to literally everything. Number 11, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, a series that I enjoyed for the first like 5 episodes and thought it was pretty good with Sam's whole arc, but then they dropped the ball on everything in like the final episode with the stupid Sharon Carter twist, the stupid way they handled John Walker, stupid way they killed Carly, stupid way they pretty much did everything. The finale was not good for this show. Number 10, Thor Love and Thunder. It's a movie that I thought was okay for what it was. I liked what they did with Jane. I really like Gore. I think he's a really cool villain. There's some cool scenes with him. Wish we got a lot more scenes with him. The movie is not that funny, and it feels like it really should be. It's clearly trying to, but it's just not really. The first 45 minutes were kind of a struggle. It does get better as it goes along, and it's not devoid of comedy, it's just not that funny overall. Number 9 is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, a movie that I'm just not crazy about. I think it's good. Like there's some cool action, a lot of cool action, good performances. I really like the villain. I like Shang-Chi himself. It is kind of funny, even though a lot of the humor is a little forced. And there's also a lot of really forced MCU references that I think kind of drag the movie down. And again, it's just not one that I remember all that much, so yeah, that's unfortunate. Number 8 is Werewolf by Night, another one that I don't look back on that much, but for what it is, I think it was pretty good. Like, I like this format of these special presentations. It was a nice, quick little story. I like the kind of the realism of the action outside of the werewolf, like the real action going on, like not CGI stuff. And it was fun. It was gory, which I liked. Number 7, yeah, number 7 is WandaVision. I liked this show. I think it would the sitcom stuff I really enjoyed. It was a nice exploration of grief and tragedy and stuff. I think Wanda's a great character in here. It was funny, so that was cool. And then the finale just it just kind of dropped the ball a little bit and kind of this big generic battle at the end that didn't really fit the show. They let Wanda off way too easy. Like I don't know what they were going for here. So yeah. Number 6 is Moon Knight, a show that it's not perfect. The finale is a little rushed, but it's one that I did really enjoy as this really cool exploration of this one really interesting character that I really want to see more of. They get tied in Egyptian mythology nicely. I really like the villain, and it was just a cool show. Number 5 is the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, a fun holiday special that succeeds in exactly what it's going for, to make me have fun. And so it did. I really love these characters, so I'm a little bit biased towards this one. But yeah, I found it entertaining. And Kevin Bacon, solid addition to the MCU. That's a weird sentence. Number 4 is Hawkeye, a show that I recently rewatched and actually did enjoy more than I thought. I still think Kate Bishop's mom is a lame twist villain, but I mean the rest of the villains are fine. I like Kingpin, even though there should have been a lot more of him. But it was just a fun series. I like the moments where there's just downtime here. Clint and Kate are a really fun duo. There's some cool action, and it's just an entertaining Christmassy series. Number 3 is Loki, a philosophical and engaging show that I just like. I really enjoy it. Loki is interestingly explored. The variants are cool. The TVA is an interesting organization, and I think it leads to a lot of potential stuff that they haven't done anything with yet. But yeah, lovely. Number 2 is Black Panther Wakanda Forever, a really, really emotionally resonant film that feels like a worthy follow-up to the original, as well as a film that pays worthy tribute to Chadwick Boseman. And it just has this deep emotional core to it, where all the characters are kind of processing it in their own way. Namor is an awesome villain. I think every character gets a nice arc throughout it. There's some cool action, much better action than the first movie. And yeah, I think it was a really nice way to close out Phase 4 as being a very good movie, unlike a lot of other stuff in Phase 4. Number 1 by far is Spider-Man No Way Home. A fantastic Spider-Man movie. One that never really takes the focus away from Tom Holland's Spider-Man, who just gets such a profound arc in this film. And also the way the movie incorporates the multiverse stuff. I don't know how they're going to top this, because this was cool. I'm pretty sure we knew that Toby and Andrew were going to be in the movie, but that doesn't make it any less cool to see them. Spoilers, I guess, if you haven't seen this movie or seen the 1,000 memes online about it. Either way. And I like the way they incorporated the villains, too. They were cool. I could always use more J. Jonah Jameson, but he was fantastic. And it's just a great Spider-Man movie, a really unique way to tell Peter Parker's origin story in the MCU that I certainly didn't expect. And yeah, it's my favorite MCU movie, and it's just great. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Keep calm and watch on.